to proceed?
No, Judge, I let the clerk know, I got a text message this morning from Sarah May. She hasn't completed the Padilla letter. She did have an interview with Mr. Morales. I believe
Okay, all right, Ms.
yesterday.
Ferguson, I need a reset because they haven't done the Padilla letter isn't completed.
They can come back on November 30th.
Yes,
Your Honor, like I was telling my lawyer, like I did have an interview with the other lawyer. I want this to be done today. I mean, I already know the process. I already know what could happen if I'm found guilty or whatever, you know what I mean, that I could get deported, you know, just like I told the lawyer, I'm okay with it, you know what I mean?
all right. I understand what you're saying, but let me just tell you the position that the court is in. This is the position that I'm in. Legally, when someone is not a citizen, they have to be advised by an immigration attorney. I know you say you know what will happen, but that's not the way it works in legal world, because if I were to go forward with this sentencing, even though you're saying, I know what's going to happen, you know what would end up happening? If you decided to change your mind, you could come back and guess what? We would have to start the whole process over again. And guess what they would say? Judge Boyd, you know that person has to be advised by an immigration attorney and you did not do your job. So
I was advised, I had an interview with the lady yesterday,
mhm.
and I told her, you know what I mean, like it'll be okay, you know, she said, okay, that she was gonna.
Yes, but there's case law on file that says that there has to be a Padilla letter on file, and she hasn't had sufficient time to prepare for that. She worked for the public defender's office. She has a lot of different cases, and we'll explain that to you.
Then why would she tell me that she was already gonna be ready, you know what I mean, like, because I told her that I didn't want this to expect tomorrow's date, you know, just today, you know, why would she tell me like it was gonna be done?
All right.
You know what I mean?
I understand what you're saying.
And now I'm here in front of you, you know, and.
Here's the
and
thing. I understand what's going on. I understand your confusion. Let me ask you this. How old are you?
I'm 42.
All right, you're 42. This is what I would always tell people. When you're dealing with children and you make a promise to a child, you need to keep that promise because they don't understand when other things come up, but we're adults. So I want you to internalize the fact that this case is not going today. And the reason why it's not going today is because of legal reasons. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So your attorney, she could say, Judge, I want to go forward now without that information. And you know what I would say? Not doing it. And you know why your attorney is not going to say she's going forward without that information? Because guess what? That would be called ineffective assistance of counsel. And if you decided to come back later on and want to do an appeal, guess what? It will be granted for those reasons. So we'll see you back on the 30th. If she has it before the 30th, let the court know.
Yes, Judge, I will.
And then I will let Miss Huffman, she's on Zoom.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
No objection.
All right. Thank you.
I'm
Yes, I'm having her Zoom in.
gonna apologize for my sniffing or coughing, Judge. I have a bit of a sinus infection. I tested myself. I'm free of the nefarious virus.
All right. You know, I just got my flu shot and whoa.
This is a yearly occurrence with me. Like, I know the feeling all too well.
All right, Miss Huffman, are you able to hear us?
Yes, I can.
All right, so Miss Huffman, this is the way this proceeding is going to work. You're not allowed to talk until someone actually calls you as a witness. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so if you'll place yourself on mute for me, please.
Okay, how do I do that now? Oh, okay.
All right, court is calling 2022 CR 7209, State of Texas versus Uriah David Huffman. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Carl Alexander for Mr. Huff.
And are you Mr. Huffman?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you entered a plea of guilty on September 11th. You applied for deferred adjudication. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 12 years in the prison. There are 2 cases that are being taken in consideration. There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon, a $5,000 fine, and the state is opposing your application. And there is restitution to Joshua Sandoval and Ramon Lavario. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report?
Yes, Your Honor, the state has.
Yes, ma'am.
Any objections?
There's a few corrections, Judge, but I think we can handle most of that during testimony.
All right. State, do you have any witnesses?
Check one second. The stable. Witnesses.
All right, defense, do you have any witnesses?
Yes, Your Honor. Okay. I guess first I'll go ahead and take care of the Zoom witness called Candy Huffman.
All right, can you unmute yourself, please? All right, any objections to the witness appearing by Zoom, state,
No, Your Honor.
defense?
No, no.
All right, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record, please.
Candy Joanne Huffman.
Defense.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Huffman, although I think we can tell by your last name, how are you related to Uriah?
I'm his mother.
And how old is Uriah?
26. Oh God.
Have you not seen Uriah in a while?
No,
Where do you
I-
currently?
I also have lupus, and so memory and stuff is a little, I had to think about the math.
I got you. Okay. Where do you currently live at?
I live in Florida,
Can you be a little more specific, at least what county?
Orlando. I live in Orlando.
Uriah, he's originally from Texas, is that right?
Yes, he was born in Dallas.
And was there a father in his life?
No,
Has he ever known his father?
no, he's never met him. He left, rather I left him when his father, whenever I was 4 months pregnant.
Does your son have a drug problem?
He did. Yeah,
And you say he did, are you talking about the fact that he's been sober since he's been in jail for a year and a half?
yes, I suppose.
Okay, so prior to his arrest for the offenses that brings him here today, how bad would you say Uriah's drug use was?
I would say probably pretty bad. As far as what I was aware, he was always high.
Did he choose to be homeless in order to feed that addiction?
I think that I don't think he chose to be homeless in order to feed the addiction, to be honest. I think he chose to be homeless, and the addiction, or the drug use rather, was just part of it because of the people that he was around.
So during this time, the time that Uriah took part in hurting people, was he the same Uriah that you knew and raised?
No, absolutely not. Uriah was never violent. Even whenever I found out about what happened, I was shocked. He's not a violent person. He was never in fights at school growing up. He never at all. He wasn't violent at home. He didn't punch walls. He was never like that, ever.
Now, since his incarceration, have you had contact with him, either through
Yes.
phone, video visits?
Yes,
And have you seen Uriah change over the course of the last year and a half?
yes, other than just being understandably sad and depressed and lonely, as you would be in the situation that he's in. I got my son back. Became I could talk to him again. He could carry on and wanted to carry on a conversation with me. He was back to being my loving son again.
Now, if the judge grants Uriah deferred adjudication, okay, will he have a place to live?
Yes, he can live here with me.
So that would be in Florida.
Yes, sir.
And again, if he's granted deferred, there's probably going to be a lot of requirements of him, such as making appointments, being tested for substance abuse, probably doing some type of classes of community service.
Mhm.
Will you aid him in making sure he's complying with all of the requirements?
Absolutely. Yes. I work from home. Well, I am starting a home business. I'm an artist, so
Okay.
it's just crafting, but so I'm free to do that.
Will you help Uriah in getting employment?
Yes, absolutely.
Does he actually have a job waiting for him in Florida if he is granted probation?
Yes. My husband had spoken to but he told me, now this was a while back, that he sorry, my hand is cramping, that he could have an entry level position with my husband.
And what would he be doing?
Just computer work. I'm not really sure exactly what it is, but it would be just stuff on the computer. Other than that, if that isn't still available, because he hasn't talked to his boss about it recently, then, you know, I would do whatever I needed to do to help him find a job. That would definitely be a priority.
And again, if Uriah is granted deferred adjudication, he's very likely going to have to make restitution to the victims of his cases. Would you help him make sure that he stays employed and he's making good on that debt?
I would do whatever I needed to do to help him do what he needed to do. Yes. My husband and I would, my mother and father would. I've already talked to them about it as well. My mother and stepfather also live here. That's why I moved here. And they're also supportive. So
that's a support structure that Uriah has there in Florida. Did he have all that here before when he chose to get lost in drugs?
He's always had me, but no, not really. Other than me, no.
But so now it's a bigger support structure waiting for him.
Yes, I would say so. But he also he won't know anybody here. Like nobody from, you know, anybody that he used to run with or know on the streets or anything. Like he won't know anybody here. So it would be a complete fresh start, you know, and as far as that goes, I think that would be a great help as well. And that's just my opinion, but yeah.
All right, Ms. Huffman. Thank you for your time. I'll pass the witness.
I'm sorry, state.
Thank you. Ms. Huffman, I'm Jason Garahan. I'm a prosecutor for the state of Texas.
Yes, sir. Hi.
Hi, nice to see you on Zoom here. I got the indication that you're, when Mr. Alexander was asking you some questions that, tell me if I'm wrong, but Uriah's violence towards other people was sort of a drug induced. Is that what you feel?
Yes, I think that it was drug induced and that and because of who he was with, more than anything.
I mean, you are aware that there's a evaluation, what we call a pre-sentence investigation, where your son stated that he denied consuming alcohol or drugs during the commitment of this offense of aggravated assault on an individual. Are you aware of that?
No, I'm not, but I know how methamphetamines work, and I know my son, and he wasn't the same person at that time
Were you there?
mentally.
Sorry.
No, I wasn't. I obviously wasn't there, but I talked to him often. Well, sometimes I went and talked to him for a month or two, but I mean, I talked to him that day, the day that he got arrested, and I could hear it in his voice.
Did you know that if he actually didn't get arrested on the day of the offense?
No, well, no,
In his pre-sentence investigation, he said he did meth after the offense happened in the days following. You're not aware of that, are you?
no.
And are you aware of the victim's injuries in this case?
The victim's what?
Injuries.
Yes,
So you're aware that he lost an eye,
yes,
his skull was crushed in,
yes.
and that he was shot at more than once.
Not by my son. Not to, I'm sorry. It doesn't matter. Yes, I am. And it's a terrible thing. And I'm glad that he is alive.
You're also aware he was stabbed. Is that correct?
No. No, I wasn't aware of that part, but I mean, it doesn't make it any better or worse. It's all bad.
You realize also that he was hogtied with his arms
Yes.
and his behind him
Yes.
and put it in his own trunk of his own car
Hmm.
and driven around and then dumped on the side of the road without many articles of his clothing, pretty much naked. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Your son told you this?
No.
Okay, no further questions, John.
All right, any further questions? All right, you can call your next witness. All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record, please.
Uriah David Huffman.
All right, make sure you keep your voice up.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, defense.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Uriah, you had a chance to go over this PSI. I'll just start there. Right.
All right, you're gonna have to answer yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I believe you said there's a couple things you wanted to comment.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's just cut right to the chase about what happened to Joshua. He was here to go.
Yes, sir.
The PSI talks about you actually tying him up. Did you tell the probation officer you actually tied him up?
Probation officer?
That interviewed you for this? Did you tell them that you tied him up?
I don't believe so.
Okay. So as far as the tying up is concerned, because he was tied up, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how did you participate? What was your active role?
I just got the rope.
Okay.
And I handed it to DK, or to Daryl, sorry.
I'm sorry, could you speak up?
I got the rope and I handed it to Daryl.
Okay,
And that's your co-defendant in this case, who I believe you referred to as DK.
Yes, sir.
The PSI also talks about you putting Josh in the trunk of his
Yep.
car.
Yes, sir.
Did you do that?
No, sir.
Did you tell probation you did that?
No, sir.
Did you drive his car away with him in it?
Yes, sir.
The PSI also talks about when you guys went and stopped somewhere in Atkins, and it makes it sound like you took part in the shooting, like that you actively shot Joshua. Did you tell probation that?
No, sir. I mean, I told them that I was there, yes, but I never touched the gun. I never did anything like that.
Did you assist in removing Joshua from his trunk so that he could be shot?
I don't believe so, no.
Did you have a gun?
No, sir.
So are you the one that shot Joshua?
No, sir.
Who did shoot Joshua?
Daryl shot Joshua.
Now, you're not saying that you didn't participate in what happened to Joshua, are you?
No, I'm not saying that.
And I believe what's actually in the stipulated evidence is earlier that day, Joshua had actually hit you in the face with a guitar. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And so you made DK aware of this?
And whenever DK pulled up to the trailer, he asked me why I was bleeding, and I told him that Joshua hit me with a guitar.
Okay. Did you ask DK to do anything to Joshua?
No, sir. He walked in and started doing that on his own.
Okay. But once DK started doing things to Joshua, you made a choice, right?
Yes, sir.
You chose to go get the rope.
Yes, sir.
You chose to drive the car.
Yes, sir.
And you chose to plead guilty as opposed to no contest, right?
Yes, sir.
So probably the biggest question in the back of the judge's mind is, based on everything that happened to Joshua, okay, and what you did participate in,
Yes, sir.
why in the world should she give you probation and not just send you to prison?
Because I understand that it was wrong in not calling the cops and participating in any of it. And I believe that I can prove that that's not who I am, and that I'll be able to complete probation and pay back any kind of restitution that goes to them, to Joshua.
Are you sorry for?
Yes, of course.
happened?
I'm sorry that all of it happened to him. He didn't deserve it, and I'm sorry to his family.
Well, they're right there. So you think maybe you should tell him and not us?
Of course, I'm very sorry that all of it happened to Joshua. If I could go back, I would have called the cops. I would have tried my best to convince DK not to do it. I'm very sorry.
You had an evaluation about your drug usage.
Yes, sir.
And I think it says in there you were using meth daily. Is that accurate?
Yes, sir.
Okay. DK wasn't just your friend, right?
What do you mean?
DK was selling meth.
Yes, sir. He was, yeah.
And all the people you were associating with at the time, including Josh, you guys were all meth users, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Again, if the judge takes a chance on you. That's a hard thing to shake. It was recommended that if you're granted probation, that you do inpatient therapy,
Yes, sir.
excuse me, rehab. Are you willing to do that and do what it takes?
Yes, sir.
No matter, because there's several programs the judge could choose from, some of which could take up to a year before you're ever released.
Mhm.
Are you willing to do that?
Yes, sir.
Are you asking the judge for a second chance despite your choices?
Yes, sir.
Tell her that, not me.
Yes, ma'am. I would. I hope that you'll give me the chance and opportunity to prove that, or to give me a probation and even the drug rehab program.
I'll pass the question.
State,
Yes, Ron. Mr. Huffman, you said you didn't actually actively shoot. Mr. Hannibal, right?
Yes, sir.
And you actively, I guess, grabbed a rope, handed it over to DK, which is Daryl King, right?
Yes, sir.
Daryl King's the one that shot Josh, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Who stabbed him?
I'm not aware.
You're not aware? You didn't have a knife?
No, sir.
You didn't have a knife.
No, sir.
And so the stab wounds, you don't know how that happened?
I'm aware that he got stabbed, but I don't know.
Who
how.
stabbed him?
all right, I'm gonna need you to speak up.
I'm aware that he got stabbed, but I'm not aware of who stabbed him.
Was there anybody else?
Mm. Was there anybody else that could have stabbed him?
Mhm.
Yes.
Who?
I don't know his name. It was just a guy.
So you don't have the guy's name.
No, sir.
So this random guy that you don't know his name stabbed Josh. Is that what you're saying?
No.
So who
I'm
stabbed him?
saying that there was another guy that could have done it.
Could have done it. So you could have done it.
No, that's not what I'm saying. You asked me if there was anybody else.
Okay.
Yes, there was.
You were there.
Yes, sir.
You were there when he got put in the trunk.
Yes, sir.
You were there when he got tied up.
Yes, sir.
You're the one that drove the vehicle around, right? In a hot trunk. And you knew that this individual had been stabbed, beaten, and tied up.
No, at the time I did not know.
You
I
didn't know he
found
had
out,
been beaten?
no, that he'd been stabbed. I didn't find that out until I was already in jail.
Oh, so you didn't witness any stab wounds. You didn't see him bleeding before he got shot?
No, sir.
He wasn't bleeding before y'all shot him on the side of the road.
I didn't shoot him.
I know, I said y'all, law parties in the state of Texas, if you're standing there, you're participating, and that doesn't mean you pulled the trigger, but you were there, right?
Yes.
And
Yes,
you
sir.
left with DK, right?
Yes, sir.
Was he bleeding before you all shot him? Let's just say DK, I'm not gonna split peas with you. DK shoots him, you're standing next to DK. Was he bleeding before he was shot?
Yes,
Why was he bleeding?
yes, I assume he would, I can't tell you why he was bleeding. I'm sure
can't?
he got stabbed, but I don't know who stabbed him.
Did you hit him?
No,
You never hit Josh,
no, sir.
ever.
No, sir.
So DK did everything.
Yes, sir.
So DK stabbed him.
Okay, well, I don't know. I can't say for sure if TK stabbed him.
Okay. So he was bleeding before he was shot, right?
Yes, I mean, I
Hey,
believe I saw.
You were sober, you weren't doing drugs, you weren't drinking. Right? That's what you told everybody in this packet. You weren't drinking and you weren't on meth the day this happened. You said it twice. So you were sober when this happened. Right?
That is what that says, but I've already tried to tell my lawyer that I was using at that time.
At that time, were you using that day or not?
Yes,
So now that's something else that needs to be changed in this packet.
I thought that's what he said. I'm trying to.
I
make
don't
it
know,
clear
I'm
to him.
asking you.
Yes, that I was using drugs that day.
So these two items that say right here, it says defendant denied consuming alcohol and using drugs on the date of the instant offense. That means that offense that happened that we were just talking about. That's wrong.
I mean, yes, I did use drugs that day.
Okay. Before or after you all shot him?
So. mm,
Sorry, I
Both?
can't hear you, sir.
Both?
So you're using drugs before and after Josh was shot,
I had used drugs before. Yes, and
that day.
yes, that day. Yes, sir.
And then also right here, it says right here, I wasn't consuming alcohol or using drugs.
Yes, that's what my attorney went through with me, and I told him that was wrong.
Okay, so now that part is wrong also. That you
Yes.
were using alcohol and drugs.
Not alcohol, but drugs. Yes.
Okay, all right. So you deny, well, okay, you do remember him being tied up, right? What you call hog tied, right?
Yes, sir.
And he didn't have his clothes on, right?
Yes, sir.
Why didn't he have his clothes on?
Because they got taken off.
Who took him off?
DK.
And you just stood there?
Yes, sir.
Was he hog tied at the time that the clothes were being taken off or not?
Yes, I believe so.
He was. And then when was he shot?
He was shot behind the car.
Behind the car, when he was on the ground,
Yes, sir.
bleeding, already been cut,
It was
already been
dark.
stabbed.
Yes.
Tell me this. What do you think had happened to him after he got shot?
He laid on the side of the road.
Well, did you think he died?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is one step away from a murder, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So why do you deserve deferred adjudication on this case? Tell the court that. Why do you deserve it? Because you almost committed murder. You see the man right there with his face bashed in and he has his left eye's not there anymore? Why do you deserve deferred for that?
Can't honestly say that I don't.
Thank
Or
you.
that I do.
Thank you. No further questions.
Defense, any other questions?
And I apologize, right? I did forget to ask you, we discussed it before, so. Did you want to clarify with the court, you were using drugs that day,
Yes.
but you weren't drinking?
No, I was not drinking.
Um. You knew what was going on, Josh. Right? As the events are unfolding, you know what's going on.
Yes, sir.
You could have done something, right?
Yes, sir.
Why didn't you?
I wasn't in the right state of mind. I just been hit with a guitar. So I wasn't thinking clearly. DK
he told me to get the rope, he told me to do this, and I chose to listen to him. Whenever I should have told him that, like, no,
What gave DK so much power over you that you
it's not that he had,
listened to him?
it's not that he had power, it's just that I don't know, he's a very intimidating person, and
Is DK a little man or a big man?
you know, he's a big dude.
Did you ever know DK to be violent?
He always got what he wanted, yes.
Or DK was the one holding the gun?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we need to make it clear that you understand. Okay. Even though you're saying you're not the one that shot Joshua. You're unclear who stabbed him. You helped, and the law says you're just as guilty.
Yes, sir.
You get that?
Yes, sir.
Despite that, are you asking the court for a chance to prove that you can change and you can be a productive member of society?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Rep. That's
No question.
All right, any other witnesses?
no, ma'am.
Any other witnesses from the state?
Nothing to say, Your Honor.
All right, with regards to the restitution amount, is there agreed upon restitution or no?
No, Judge. And if I can address that, we've been provided nothing as far as what these amounts come from. And so I believe, despite, if there's proof that we provided, he owes it, he owes it. I mean, but I think we need to have a restitution hearing on that. When it comes to the victim in the instant case. Mr. Lavario, who is the complainant in the UMV case that's being TIC'd. Again, it's a very big number he's alleging with no proof. I will also point out that in the discovery given to us by the state, Uriah is found in this gentleman's stolen pickup, and there are no tools there. He's not found with them or anything. There's also some conflicting statements that he gave. So I would require a restitution hearing on that one as well.
Okay.
But again, whatever he owes, that proofs provided he owes.
All right, this is what the court will do. The court is going to deny your application, find you guilty, sentence you to 12 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $5,000 fine, time and money will run concurrent. Take in consideration 2022 CR 7208, 2022 CR 7210. I can order the therapeutic community. It'll be up to them whether or not they place you in the therapeutic community. I absolutely have no jurisdiction over that. So if you would like, I could put that in the order.
Yes, ma'am.
There's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. There's to be restitution, if any, and no contact with Joshua Sandoval and Ramon Lavario. Going to show you what's inside titled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. I know that 12 years is a lot of time. Honestly, anytime you do, whether it's at the Bexar County Jail or wherever it's at the prison, that's a lot of time. But I did internalize everything that was said. I listened to all of the witnesses. If you have a drug or alcohol problem, you need to use this time away to get your life in order, to concentrate on what improvements you want to make so you don't be back here. The complainant in this case has permanent injuries, and those injuries will never go away. You can go to jail, do your time, get your life in order. You can even get a college degree at the jail. And I could be wrong, but I don't even think they have to pay for the degree. So you can get a free degree at the jail and work on yourself, figure out how you got in this situation and not put yourself in this situation again. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there a victim impact?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge. Very excused.
Yes. All right. Congratulations. That's a good thing. And according to your plea bargain agreement, the state is asking for 30 days. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. And that's agreed to?
It is, she has 6 days credit in at this time, so if the court would consider the judgment satisfied, that would be greatly appreciated. Obviously, she's prepared to go into custody today.
All right, so I wasn't the person who took this plea, so the only thing that she had to do was report. And we're here because of other things. So I'm not inclined to give her a judgment satisfied,
I understand.
but I seriously consider it if there were things that had been done. So are you asking the court to follow your agreement?
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal? All right, then what the court will do, the court will find you guilty. The court will give you credit for any time served. The court will sentence you to 30 days in the Barron County Jail. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. And in this case, there's also an affirmative finding of family violence. Because there's an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Good luck to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Corey Puente. And this is an application, probation. This is an application. Court is calling 2024 CR 5143, State of Texas versus Corey Puente. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense,
Todd Coronado.
are you Corey Puente?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Ca- Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Did you review and sign the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision? Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are.
Did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial? A right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent.
Your Honor.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Sure.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Puente, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, I am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Off the record for a moment. So those who are talking behind the court reporter, you all need to talk to the deputy and ask them to move you to that end. All right, did you review the plea bargain page?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargain agreement, there's a $500 fine and the state is recommending deferred adjudication and there's to be restitution to the complainant. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. there'd be a TAP evaluation and 120 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand that's a recommendation from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. City exhibit number 1 solved.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, state, you may continue to confer. Did you review the document entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. You guilty? The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you want to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, it's remorseful. Well, actually, he realized he made a stupid mistake paying somebody for $1,500 for a $20,000 vehicle. But he's learned from it. He's ready to move on. And he's asking the court for deferred adjudication to give him a chance to keep this on his record.
Are you employed?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do?
Work for a moving company, Town Services of San Antonio,
How old are you?
25.
Have you ever had a car before?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you buy this car you had before or
It
no?
was given for my mom, to me, for my first car.
Oh, it was given to you by your mom?
I had a daughter, 2021.
All right, so did she change the
Yes, ma'am.
title in your name?
Yes, ma'am. That was-
All right, so this car that you're paying $1,500 for that's actually worth $20,000, was a title given to you?
No, ma'am.
So,
Yes, ma'am.
so I don't understand, why would you think that this was a legitimate sale if you pay $1,500 for a vehicle and nobody's giving you a title?
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, you're saying yes, ma'am, but I'm trying to figure out, you give somebody $1,500 for a vehicle, that's what you're saying. The vehicle, as you know, is worth more than $20,000. So you bought a car before, had one in your possession before, and you said your mother changed your title, the title over for you. So this person that you're saying you paid $1,500 for the car, did they give you a title?
Ma'am, they
Did you ask for a title? Why didn't you ask for a title?
I didn't. I wasn't thinking.
I'm sorry, what?
I wasn't thinking. I was just.
No, you didn't ask for a title because you knew there was an issue with it. It's sort of like if I see somebody with a Lamborghini and they come up to me and tell me, oh, if you give us $10,000 for this Lamborghini, we'll sell it to you. I know that Lamborghini is worth more than $10,000. It's running well. There's not a problem. I open the hood and the engine's there. Everything's great. And I give them that $10,000. If I think it's a legitimate sale, the first thing I'm going to want to know is, hey, I need the title or something because I got to get insurance on this vehicle. Did you get insurance on this vehicle?
No, ma'am.
How long did you have this vehicle?
Almost 2 weeks.
Did you open up the glove compartment?
No, ma'am.
So you didn't put insurance on the vehicle.
No, ma'am. I didn't.
So you're just driving around in the vehicle with no insurance. When your mother turned over the vehicle, her vehicle to you, and you got the title from it, did you have insurance on that?
No.
So basically, this whole thing about you not knowing that if somebody gave you a $20,000 for a $20,000 car for $1,500, if that's true,
Right.
you knew that the car was stolen. You knew there was an issue. And here's the problem. Whoever that car belongs to, they have the complainant's name listed. They didn't want anybody else driving their vehicle, some complete stranger that they didn't give permission to. Do you understand?
No, I do.
How old, do you have children?
So
How old are they?
2 and 1.
2 and 1. Do you have a car?
No, I don't right now.
All right. Does your mom have a car?
No, ma'am. She doesn't. She stepdad does.
Oh, your stepfather has a car.
Yes, ma'am.
And does your mom use the stepdad's car?
No, she doesn't drive.
All right. So do you love your stepfather?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
How would you feel if somebody like you were to take his car and say, oh, Somebody offered me his car for $200 and they take it for $200. Then they stand before a judge and they say, no, I didn't get a title. Didn't get it insured, but hey, I got a great deal.
Yeah.
You see where we're going?
So yes, Your Honor.
Is there an amount to pay for the complainant? I guess it's amount for use. And I'm sure they want their car detailed because somebody's been in it. So if they want it detailed, let the court know, and you're going to pay for that detailing.
Yes, ma'am.
And guess what? If you want a good detailing, it's about 800, but since she probably wants to fumigate and everything else, because who knows, been in her seat, there may be more. All right, there's a $500 fine that would be probated,
Thank you.
3 years deferred adjudication. There's to be restitution, if any, to Francis Hardy, Harty. 120 hours of community service restitution. I'll order parenting classes. Once he completes that, community service hours will be deemed satisfied. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be random, regular UAs, a TAP evaluation out of custody, follow recommendations, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, field visits, 1 time per month for 5 months, and then at probation's discretion. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yeah.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Sometimes probation will ask for a theft course. Here's my theft course, tailored to your unauthorized use. Do not drive in a vehicle that is not yours. Do not pay less than the appropriate value for a vehicle unless somebody's going to give you the title to that vehicle and you get insurance on it. Do you understand?
Your Honor.
Because I can tell you right now, there are some people, if they report their car is stolen and then they see somebody driving around in it, they're going to have an issue. We had a case in this court, and you know what it was about? A guy ended up being shot. He died. And you know why? Because he was driving in someone else's vehicle that was stolen. And that person was like, that's my vehicle. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you. I'm ready to use.
Yes.
Thank you.
Are y'all ready? We're not ready on Noah Nellum, are we? Okay. All right, who's here on Carlos Terrazas?
Judge, I'm present on that. And he's out.
Hello, come down. Yes.
Judge, on this one, we are still waiting for the insanity review.
Okay, I'm sorry, what?
The insanity review.
Okay.
I've talked to Dr. Cardwell, but I haven't got a response, so I don't necessarily have a timeline with that. And I know it is in the midst of that, but I'm also asking the court for a referral to mental health court. Just so you
Okay.
can get evaluated. I don't know if
Oh,
that can
that's been
be-
already signed.
Oh, there is one. Okay.
All right, so Miss Ferguson,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna give y'all a 30-day reset. This is it for the sanity evaluation. And then if it's not done, what will end up happening is we'll have to bring somebody in to figure out why the sanity isn't done. By law, once the sanity is requested, I know it must be done and it must be completed. But we need to make sure that if somebody's supposed to be doing the sanity, it's actually done and we're not here 6 months later waiting for the sanity. So we're going to recall it in 30 days, and counsel, if you can continue to check on that to see if it's done.
Yes, I will, Judge.
All right.
June 27th.
All right, June 27th. So again, if it's not done on that day, we need to figure out who the doctor is and go from there.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you. Matthew Baggs.
I'm on that, Judge.
Hello.
Hi, Judge.
Hi, thanks for dressing appropriately for court. So where are we on this?
Judge, I think this is our second setting. I did confer. We got an offer today. I relayed that offer.
Okay.
He's,
For a little more time.
All right. How old are you?
I'm 37.
All right. All right, Miss Ferguson, on this case, set it for a plea deadline date in 2 weeks, please. All right, June 6th. That will be your plea deadline date. On that date, you need to let the court know whether or not you're accepting the state's offer.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, once he signs the reset form.
Oh, thank you.
Who is here on Joe Blake? Joe Blake. Just a second, we'll wait for your attorney. Who is here on Jaime Puente? Are y'all ready to proceed? Okay, where is he? Oh, Deputy Laura, she's waiting for Jaime Puente. Okay, all right, once he comes out, we'll take him up. Who's here? Noe Guerrero? Are y'all ready to proceed? All right, court is calling 2023 CR 0059, State of Texas versus Noe Alejandro Guerrero. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Sean Sheffield, John.
Are you Mr. Guerrero? Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney, and did you understand it? Are you the same Noe Alejandro Guerrero who's placed on community supervision in 2023 CR 0059 for the offense of theft, 2,500 to 30,000 on February 3rd, 2023 for a term of 4 years? Is that you? State.
Violated condition number 1 on or about the 29th day of April 2024 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Noe Alejandro Guerrero committed the offense of theft in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
John, state waives all the violations.
Any objection?
No, yeah.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1? Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, ma'am. It's revocation at 7 months in the state jail.
That was our agreement, Your Honor.
All right, why should I give you 7 months? You're on probation for theft and you pick up another theft. I mean, if you want to testify, you can. I mean, that's just a general question for,
Oh, I apologize, Judge, that was for him. Your Honor, we're just asking the court, he's run into some problems, some issues with, he had with family and work and things like that, and just had a bad situation. Or he's been in now for almost 4 months. He's kind of seen that this is not where he wants to be. So he just wants to get his time done and be a better person here.
all right, so why should I give him 7 months? He picked up a new case. He's on probation for theft and he picks up another theft.
Actually, homeless.
Okay, he's on probation for a theft case and he picks up another theft. Would you like to say something? All right, you want to raise your right hand for me? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Oh,
No, state your name.
okay, no, Alejandro Guerrero.
All right, so you say you're homeless and,
I've been struggling, so right now, I know if I go back out there, I'm still being in the struggle, I might end up doing the same thing. So I'll be in here and do my time.
no. Here's the thing. The state and the defense have agreed, well, recommending to the court, because I don't have to follow it, that you receive 7 months. I'm trying to understand why I shouldn't give you the full 2 years, because you're on probation for theft. You understand that? and you picked up another theft case. So I don't understand why I should follow your agreement.
He just asking for an opportunity. He understands he did something very stupid, and he's just asking for an opportunity, Your Honor. He's a young man, and he's told me he doesn't want to be back here, Your Honor.
All right, how old are you? All right, so what did you steal? All right, so that's the new case. You stole a vehicle? All right, so you say you're on probation for stealing a car? All right, so this new number one that you pled true to, what did you steal?
So,
All right, what did he steal?
clothing from Jason.
All right. Oh. So what J.C. Penney? Okay, why are you stealing clothes from J.C. Penney? All right, so I don't understand why you have a job. So why didn't you go to probation and say, hey, I'm trying to get employment and I don't have my ID? So, and why didn't you go to the Salvation Army or the food bank?
I have a social license.
You don't need a social, do you need a social security card to go to the food bank?
ID for everything.
Do you need, somebody help me. If I'm wrong, let me know. If I am starving and I need food and I go to the food bank, or I go to the church, or I go to Salvation Army, are people telling me they're going to turn me down because I don't have an ID? Sorry, go starve somewhere else? Is that what you're telling me? Anybody? Does anybody know that to be true?
Truthfully, I don't know.
All right. All right, I'm going to find violation of condition number one true. What have you done on probation?
I've been reporting stuff, so I just missed out, but then my last 2 months.
Probation, has he done anything of significance on probation? All right, they're saying you have done nothing of significance on probation. You see here. When you have issues, your fallback shouldn't be, let me steal. You could have went to any other place. There are plenty of places in San Antonio that you can go to for clothing. And I'm assuming when you went to go steal clothing from J.C. Penney, you were clothed, right? All right. All right, I'm finding violation of condition number one true. I'm going to sentence you to 16 months in the state jail facility. Give you credit for any time served. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? You do have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on probation. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you need to speak to an attorney. Good luck to you. All right, who's here on Jaime Puente? And then after Jaime Puente, it will be Justin Perry.
Judge, I'm sorry to interrupt. I have a quick question for you.
Yes.
For Mr. Noam, with the Mayoku, Rashawn said she could have someone who could talk about that on
Yeah.
Zoom if you wanted that.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
All right, court is calling 2019 CR 9389, State of Texas versus Jaime Puente. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Not done for the state.
Defense?
Valentina Kogut for Mr. Puente.
Are you Mr. Puente?
Yes.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision and state's motion to supplement pending motion to revoke probation with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Jaime Puente who was placed on community supervision in 2019 CR 9389 for the offense of continuous violence against family on October 14, 2019 for a term of 2 years and extended for a year? Is that you? right, state.
Your Honor, in Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Jaime Puente, the then and there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January and February of 2022 in violation of condition number 5.
And just one moment.
And that's on the underlying, Your Honor, not on the supplemental one.
I'll say, all right, thank you. How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Sure.
State,
And the state will waive and abandon the others, Your Honor.
any objection?
No objections. Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation, condition number 5? The court could find it true, grant the motion and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5? Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is a proposed agreement, Your Honor, for 2 years.
Yes, Your Honor, that's
Right,
already.
yes, sentence to 2 years. Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Puente, is there anything you wish to say to the court?
Those 2 years, ain't wrong with
No, no, no. That, whether or not I give you 2 years depends upon me. These parties can't agree on your sentence. So is there anything you wish to say to the court? All right, probation. Has Mr. Puente done anything on community supervision?
It looks like he completed the outpatient program, parenting class.
Okay. All right, you want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
I can put this.
All right, why are you not reporting?
The reason I started reporting was because I was told that I had to be enrolled in a GED class. And then at the last minute, when it was up to 2 years, they told me I had to graduate by that time. And there's no way that I was gonna graduate within 2-3 weeks. Then I said, why am I gonna report now? And I remember my professor was telling me, it would be nice that after you finish your probation, if you didn't graduate your GED, you continue doing it on the outside. And I remember her telling me that straight out. And then now at the end, they're telling me that I had to finish my GED before my probation was over. So that's why I said that don't make sense. But that's
No, I don't know of any, I could be wrong. I don't think any probation officer is telling you if you don't complete your GED, then we are going to issue a warrant for your arrest.
She told me that. She said it would be nice that if I would continue the class after I finished the probation. In other words, I didn't have to get my GED. I was enrolled and active on.
All right, so we're back to the question, why didn't you report?
That's why.
Because somebody told you it will be nice after your probation is over, you
They told me
continue.
that I didn't have to graduate my GED by that time. I didn't have to get my GED by that time. And then they turned it back on me and told me that I had to have my GED by the end of the probation. You understand what I mean now?
I do not. This is what I'm hearing from you, and if I'm wrong, correct me. You said that the person told you it would be nice after you're done with your probation that you continue with classes to complete your GED. And you said, great. And then you said they came back and said, no, you have to complete your GED by the end of your probation. And then your answer to that was, I'm going to stop reporting.
Yeah, because I didn't have enough time to do it anymore. So why am I going to report? You understand what I mean?
Oh, I understand what you mean. It just doesn't make any sense to me that probation would tell you that.
That's what was done.
And I ordered that you were to obtain your GED or be in a trade school, either one. So that doesn't make sense to me. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to grant the motion. Court will sentence you to 3 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Is there anything else with regards to the sentence?
Nothing from the state.
Anything for the
You
defense?
had credit for time served.
Yes, I'll give him credit for any time that he's served. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? All right. You do have a limited right to appeal, and that as it relates to the allegation in the motion, not the fact that you are in community supervision. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, and also because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you.